matchup features one team who likes to get it done through the air. The Broncos are top 10 in pass yards. They're going up against the Bengals, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to John Ross. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a
Bro, you should get a webcam for live streaming. I use a Canon and I use a green screen too. I don't do live cause I can't think of things.
In there to sack him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
That just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. From the gun on third, Simeon. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. Simeon finding Thomas there to give the Broncos a first down. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now it's Simeon. He goes underneath for Anderson. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the offense has it first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Now the former Utah man, this is Devontae Booker. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And some space here. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. It's that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it. But that
he's got daylight. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for the Bengals. 49 yards. Dalton, 1st and 10. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Marshall. Coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Throwing on 3rd and long. Dalton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Simeon now to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Carlos Dunlap in there to sack him. And that is 10 for him now on the year. On second down, here's Simeon. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Back to throw, Simeon. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Let's go. 3-19. Gone. Leopard. All right, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Simeon. And his throw is incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Play fake to Anderson. It's Simeon. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Handoff comes to Anderson. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They run it again with Anderson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. First down at Simeon. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Here's Simeon now on second down. Thomas barreling ahead. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Now Simeon. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. They'll run Anderson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! Gone!
To throw on second is Simeon. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They start the drive with Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to
rush coming, and he's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the gun, here's Simeon. And his throw here's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Broncos on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Let's go.
In motion comes the tight end left. Third and long. It's Simeon. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Ross on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Dalton here from the gun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. The final act of the first half. Dalton, he's going to air it out deep for Green. And incomplete on the deep ball. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And with flags down, he's up near the 40. But it looks like this one might be coming back. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Simeon on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. A shotgun snap for Simeon. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Simeon. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Hurry up, here we go.
Following the penalty, Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Detroit! Let's go! Leopard! Here we go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Detroit! Good! Here we go, God! Watching that, Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second and very short here, less than a yard. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. It's complete right side to Benjamin. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Kelvin Benjamin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On second down, Anderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Philly, here we go. Leopard.
Simeon. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now here's Ross. He spins free. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Dances by him. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Dalton. They set up the screen to Hill. Runs over it. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. They're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. The play fake to Hill. Dalton. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Eifert, the man in motion. Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. And no, it's incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Red zone opportunity. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Detroit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. It's second down. Dalton looking. And the pressure gets to him again. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. The gun, it's Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Simeon. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. C.J. Anderson. And all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Dalton to his big target, Eifert for the Cincinnati first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Dalton, 1st and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On the toss, Mixon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Hill. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one is incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow him to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Dalton saying, let's get going here, guys, as he rallies them to get set.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And all eyes now on the backup quarterback as he'll duck under center. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The first throw for the backup Lynch. And that is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Lynch. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now,
under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Von Miller in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Second down, Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
John Ross, the one he was looking for.
And it'll bring up third down.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. It's do or die for Dalton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Denver, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they're going the wrong way, as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore